Hi, thank you for coming to drpip.com. Now we're going to talk about the 6-month visit. At 6 months, one of my main goals is to help you advance your baby's solid intake. So we're going to go from the purees to a goal of eating table food over the next month or so. So I'm going to walk you through that process. Right now, you're spoon feeding your baby purees, hopefully twice a day, kind of putting it in their mouth. What I would like you to start doing is when you spoon feed it, actually put it off to the side. Let's see if you can see, off to the side, so they have to kind of gum it or chew it. Okay, so I don't put it right in the middle, I put it over to the side, and they have to kind of gum it. Right now, I also want you to introduce some things that they can kind of start chewing and gnawing on themselves. So I give things like baby puffs, or Mum crackers, or the Bombas that we talked about at 4 months, the BAMBA crackers. And those are all good because the baby's going to hold it, take a bite, chew, and swallow. Now, I can promise you your baby's going to take too big of a bite or not chew it well, and the baby's going to gag. But these are good things for your baby to gag on. Why? Because they all dissolve, and your baby's not going to choke. And your baby's going to learn, wait, I need to take a smaller bite. I need to chew it a little bit better. And then your baby will learn, aha, I'm not going to gag. It's all okay. So you can't really teach your baby not to gag. You've got to let them experience it and figure out how not to let it happen. And I'd much rather your baby gag on these things that dissolve, that they don't choke on, as opposed to giving them a piece of chicken later and then they do gag and choke on the chicken. So as scary as it is from a parent perspective, I need you to let your baby go through this experience. Other things that I think are good to give at this stage are bread, toast, crackers, or my favorite is the pizza crust. They'll just hold that crust and just gnaw on it. And all those are really good to give your baby right now. They can gag on them but not choke on them. And that's a really fundamental skill that you're going to let your baby learn. Once your baby has that chewing mechanism and they're not gagging all the time, then I move on, and I move on to steamed vegetables. So when I give them a steamed vegetable, that I do start off with a small little piece, and then I make it a little bit bigger as your baby shows that they can tolerate that size. And from steamed vegetables, I then go to fresh fruit, then bland pieces of meat. And when I say bland, I really mean I just don't put a lot of salt on it. If you want to use other spices, I think that's fine. And then after the bland meat, I move on to table food. And really, table food is anything you're eating with a couple caveats. But what you've noticed now is I'm trying to get you to let your baby go a lot faster. When we were at 4 months, we were introducing foods, one new one every 2 days, and we were going really slow. And now I'm telling you, just go ahead and speed it up. If you're eating and your baby's grabbing on your plate, let your baby have whatever they want. Okay? There's only 2 things that I want to recommend you do not give to your baby. The first is I don't give the baby liquid or raw honey. Anything cooked with honey I'm okay with. Honey Nut Cheerios, honey graham crackers, those kind of things I'm okay with. I just don't give them the liquid honey. And the second thing I want you to avoid is giving your baby cow's milk to drink. They can have cheese, they can have yogurt, but I don't give them milk to drink right now. Okay, we wait to give them whole milk when they're a year of age. And let's see, I want to make sure that your baby also has had eggs and peanut butter. So make sure you're doing that. And you don't have to do that every day, but still continue to give those foods that are higher in allergy. All right. And now the other thing that I like to talk about is autism. 6 months is the earliest that your baby can show any signs of autism. So you want to make sure that they seem to be engaging with you, that they seem to have some social awareness. That they smile, that they're an easygoing baby, that they transition from one activity to another fairly easily, and that you wouldn't really describe your baby as a difficult baby. And if you are noticing anything that makes you think autism, then that's also a thing that you should really be talking to your pediatrician about as well. Okay, thank you, and thank you for coming to drpip.com.